Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? Um, I haven't been around in a bit because internet is shitty and other excuses. Nah, I just haven't been feeling like it because fuck you guys. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, let's watch some fucking battles. I got a couple lined up for today that should be fun to watch. A couple from Dignity, a couple from War Words. Yeah, the first one is Kingdagod versus A Black. I was here for this one. I battled that day. From what I remember, it was a really fun battle. And going into it, I didn't know it was A Black's first battle, but it was his first ever battle, like anywhere, I guess, and he did phenomenally well from what I remember. So let's get into it.
Tap in TV, War World Chicago, we in here.
We got my boy A Black.
What's up, A Black?
Kingdagod. Get busy.
You look like Roger Wabbit. I'm Eddie Blunt, big cigar blunt, get smoked with this tune revolver. I came to slaughter off this yak. Oh, y'all should have warned a brother. I go back.
That was nice. That was nice, actually. Warner Brother, he did a bit of a scheming on Warner Brother cartoons. That was nice, especially starting with Wodja Wabbit. A little silly, but it came around to a nice bar. Yeah, speak up, Kingdagod. That's one thing I feel like I told you before. You gotta raise your voice level a bit, be a bit louder, own the room. You know what I'm saying?
I want gum, but his cheek. I took this beat. Nice to stutter when he speaks. Foghorn, leghorn, you can get this firearm. I let this bitch off. It sound like a bullhorn. Like a soul field drum. He praying cause he's scared. Church is chicken. This the pew, your sins forgiven. I read the verse, then know the smithing. I pressed the start, the rubber gripping. I see this fag head on collision. Part hair from his money, that's red splitting. If he dies, he dies. I'm Drago, you Apollo Creed. Uppercuts that make him bleed. Hook shots that rupture spleens. Head shots that cracking dreams. My mindset's so sick.
Okay, right there. It would have been really cool if you switched that, explained how you were boxing and shit, and then ended with if he dies, he dies. With and the reference. I believe that was Rocky whatever versus the Russian, yeah. And maybe a little more description of the reference, but other than that, like, I'm liking that he's scheming more. He's like sticking to a topic and barring on that a lot more than he had in like previous battles, and I think he's actually really good at that. I think that's something that if he focuses on, he can become really intelligent and, that was wrong. Really clever about how he schemes, because he has a lot of potential there. Not a lot of people can really write schemes properly, and what Kingdagod does pretty well is scheming. And I would like to see him refine that a bit to where his schemes are like obviously connected. Like if you miss some things, it might be hard to follow the scheme. Do a little more of like making it obvious that you're doing a scheme. And I'm not like the biggest user of schemes, kinda, but like there's certain people, like I'm sure JC, Chilla Jones, who else? Soul from UK. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm blanking on right now, but there are people you can watch who scheme really well and kind of just take one really good scheme that you find of theirs that you really like, break it down and see where the punch is, how they set up the punch, and how their schemes work, like where they put in references, how often they reference, and how many references go into the setup and the punch and all that. Because that's one thing I really want to see Kingdagod do more of, is scheming, because he's good at like picking a reference and playing with it, which is really good for scheming. So yeah,
It's unorthodox. The psychiatrist couldn't help. Orthodox. I choose knives like
that was nice.
Roche tests. I run through cars, even though they wrote their best. Why contest? It's blood on my crown. Beat.
He's kind of heating up. But I'd like to see him kind of with the voice projection too. A little more like aggressive, like it's unorthodox. They can't help you. Orthodox, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little more like emphasis on like where punches are, and I think that'll help a lot of people like pick up on the punches. And like people like me, I'm going to pick up on shit, but like the average listener probably won't pick up on a lot of things unless you make it a little more obvious. And there's just little things where you don't have to rewrite your entire shit, just pronounce things or emphasize certain words to make it like, here's a punch. And like, one, it helps the listener, and two, it just does sound cooler. So yeah, like I'd like to see you just pronounce your punches more, or punctuate your punches more, and work on your scheming a little bit more, because that's where you're going to excel. And like once you start getting your schemes down, like you'll be really fucking good, trust me.
Chest. Your flow 10 like top. I spit mineral rock. This pump made for the still shit. It break down crap. It pulling down, and that's no cap. It's so not prescribed. Pop bars like nothing. In the booth, that's my stove. I cook up something. Hot beast my syringe. I OD something. Walk up like my man and spit that junkie. On Jehovah Witness, how I'm a godlike figure. I shine in who I is. That bring the devil out of niggas. We are of our Father. The character tell it, nigga. I am my brother keeper. That's why we cool, my nigga. But if you ever double pulse me, I turn cane, my nigga. I'll open up your shit, blood stain, my nigga. Fluid flowing from your rock. I'm Moses, nigga.
Okay, like that was a nice little Bible scheme. Yeah, it like again, punctuation or emphasization and punctuating like heavy would have helped that a bit more. Like if there was a bit of like spacing and you were like yelling those last couple lines, that would have been super fire. Like I forget the one before Moses, blood on the rock or whatever, and then like emphasize that, and then I'm Moses, like you know what I'm saying, like say it from the chest. Like it seems like I don't know if like you get out of breath by the end or something like that. Breath control is a work thing you like people got to work on. But yeah, like by the end you should be like kind of yelling the punch a bit more, you know what I'm saying? And I think that'll help a lot with selling the punch, because the punchlines are definitely there and the schemes are definitely like clever. They're definitely like there's like a lot of really good potential here to where like if you just tweak a couple things and like sell your punches a bit more and like have us a bit more like engaged as not like we're not listening, but like there's a certain amount of showmanship that brings people in, and like it's not something that people really intentionally go to, like speaking with confidence and speaking loudly and punctuating the end of your sentences helps people listen, because confidence is it draws, it makes people think like, oh yeah, he means what he's fucking saying, so let's listen to what he's saying. And sometimes you get away with saying absolutely nothing just because you're confident, you know what I'm saying? And that got all like too confused, but yeah, like confidence in the punch, and people will buy into it more. And then because you're scheming, like it will be like an aha moment too every time you punch like that, and it'll help a lot. Like it'll just yell your punchlines a little more. Other than that though, like I'm digging what he's doing. I just want to see him like double down on the scheming shit and have a little more like oomph in his punches. And other than that, I think he's doing really well. He's progressed from his last battle from that.
Hey, Black, let's get it.
Right. Hey, yo, integrity. Got the deposit. Hey, Black, doing R. Kelly with this battle. Why? Because I'm stepping out of the closet. Watch it. This piece on cock and see we can.
Alright, that's a fun, nice, comical open bar. With that, like, again, I'm trying not to, like, judge him too softly because it's his first battle. But, like, I can understand, like, he's probably really nervous, and it's hard to, like, have a lot of poise and, especially, like, joking shit. It's really hard to come across joking if you're nervous. But that was like a funny bar, and if he said it a little more like confidently and smoothly, it would have been really fucking funny. But I understand this is first battle, but I don't give a shit about that. Fucking get good, bro.
It out. You beat me, I catch you outside while you leave in the house. You turn left on Ashland, I do too, I'ma be on your route. I'm Hove in 97 with this battle. Why? Cause there ain't no reason to doubt. Hey, look, man, they book fam so I can cook fam. Bars like a massive earthquake the way I lead these rappers shook, man. See, body language says it all. You can get read like a book, man, and since wars like chess, this is where Bishop takes a rook, man. I'm a flamethrower. It's scorching time. I suggest you stay out of my powers range or it's morphin' time. This Alien vs. Predator, Freddy vs. Jason, something that's horrifying. And since this is the death of a king, man, I promise I will not glorify it. I mean...
Yeah, like, there... it would have been... I caught it in the room, but there I don't... And plus, it's been a while. I don't remember what he said there. Something about glorify it, but, like... that's a thing, like, you gotta keep your voice up when you're rapping. Cameras don't pick up audio like the ear does in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, in person, you could, like, practically whisper shit, and because, like, our ears are, like, attuned to picking up human voices, we can, like, clarify it, but, like, over camera, something gets lost. Yeah, you gotta keep your voice up, and, like, there's certain things you can, like, still sound like you're whispering, but still be audible. You can, like, kind of play with the volume of your voice to an extent. You don't have to be, like, super loud the whole time, but you do have to keep your voice audible for the camera. That's one thing I will say. Other than that, he understands how to punch. That's a really nice thing for anyone coming into battle rap. And for his first battle, not everyone knows how to punch in their first battle. A lot of people know how to rap. To be honest, rapping is the easiest part about battle rap. writing punches and actually good bars and making them relevant to your opponent and using them to like either break down your opponent or prop yourself up as better than your opponent, and like, you know, breaking down the ins and outs of conversation and like shit like that. Yeah, rapping is the easiest part of battle rap to me. To most people on it should be. And for his first battle to come in understanding how punches work is a really nice thing. And I want to give him like all the praise for that. But at the same time, some of your punches are a little on the like, you know, amateurish side. I don't have a nicer word, I'm sorry. It's like I'm trying to think of one in particular that stood out. Like read like a book. It's like, yeah, that's a punch, and like, good job, you know how to punch. But that's like, those are punches that I'm sure have been said in some sort before. And like, they're not crazy good to where it's like, oh, I'm sure someone said something like this, but they haven't said it like that. It's like, all right, like, if you're gonna say something that isn't the most original thing in the world, it has to be like good enough to kind of, you know, end yourself enough. Like, you can't just be like, oh, that's a good bar and steal a fucking bar. That's not what I mean. Like, there's certain bars that, because there's so many fucking battle rappers, we're bound to fucking say something someone said before. But like, the thing is, you have to be original enough in how you rap, how you write. Like, I can write something and let me think of a good example. A couple okay, like Grams, K Venom, like two people who I think are also very good writers. All three of us could sit down and write essentially the same bar, but all three will look vastly different from each other. Just because the way we write is very ourselves, and we'll go about how we write it very differently, and probably punch slightly differently and have even different meanings. So like, you can, to an extent, say things that aren't the most unique, but you have to be unique about it, if that's making sense. So, good job, you know how to punch. Now it's time to learn how to punch in your own way, I guess. Kind of like going back to Kingdagod, he's kind of finding his style with the scheming and like how he raps, like, and some of his bars, like, I'm sure like there's biblical schemes or whatever. Like K Venom has had a biblical scheme, but like those two were not similar at all. I'm not going to say which is better because that's not important to the conversation, but like, it's about like, you can say the thing, it just has to be, you have to learn how to write in your own way to where no matter what you're saying is your bar. And I feel like it's getting a little nuancy, my language here. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it sounds like a very mean critique if you take it in the wrong way, but I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying like, yeah, you're in the learning process of how to write for yourself, which is a very difficult thing starting out. Because, again, your first battle, dude, you don't 100% know. You think you know how you're gonna fucking rap when you get up there. You think you know how that feels when you get up there. You have no fucking idea until you get up there, and you're like, holy shit, this is nerve-wracking. Like, this is fucking weird. And like, even though you think you're going to sound like this, you might sound completely differently. And then you have to go back and write for what you actually sound like. Like, that is a learning process every battler has to kind of go through. And like, some have it easier than others, but like, again, like, it is it's a fucking learning process. And you hear yourself, you're like, oh dude, I hear how it sounds like removed from the pen and paper. I hear it like, you can remove yourself, listen as a fan, and be like, okay, that's what I sound like, and this is how I can improve with what I sound like, with what I do, and, like, you know, you learn. So I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's just, like, some of your bars do need a bit more work, originality to them. But other than that, like, dude, you, for a first battle, you know how to punch. That's already fucking, some people in their fucking, like, 10th battle don't know how to punch. So don't think I'm shitting on you in any way. I think, like, you're already very good for where you're at. I'm just trying to help you kind of work on, you know, the penmanship, because that's what I'm best at and what I like to help with, because that's all I can help with.
I let off one shot. Bow! See if you were fast. I'm Ben Wilson. I know what you did last summer. I promise to keep the same energy when the cash coming. I'm Jesus about to dismiss Judas from his last supper. Round.
And then, yeah, a bit short, but I think it was like Reckless Wordplay or someone talked to him about that in person. Not like talked to him about it, but it was like, yeah, that he pointed it out. His rounds were kind of short, and for his first battle, that's understandable. Like, a lot of people, when those nerves hit, dude, you rap. I still have a problem. Like, once I'm in that, like, fucking mindset, once the nerves hit, once I'm going, I don't realize how fast I'm talking and how fast I'm actually rapping. And because, like, I know the shit inside and out by the time I get there, like, I can just run through I'm sure if I wanted, I could fucking triple time fucking Eminem twist to the shit all day, but that wouldn't be audible to be, like, it would be audible, but no one would really understand most of it. Yeah, there is a certain amount of, like, slow down. I still struggle with this, so don't worry, but, like, slow down, take your time, make sure people hear it, and then also, you might not have had, what were the rounds, like 3 minutes? You might not have had, like, totally 3 minutes of material. I usually write about 2:45-ish, or like 15 seconds less than the amount that I am supposed to rap. One, for, like, crowd control. Two, if I do work up the courage to freestyle, which I really only use in emergencies. But other than that, yeah, not bad. Good first round ever, to be honest. Yeah, like, if I'm gonna swallow my pride on the internet, I will. Like, that was better than my first round that I ever did. Luckily, my first round isn't on camera. It is on camera somewhere, but I don't know where it is. And I'm not apt to sharing it. It's not awful. It's just, like, I wrote for a male opponent. I'm not speaking well. I'm high as shit. Sorry. I wrote for a male opponent, and it was like draw from a hat, so you were battling anyone kind of deal. And I got stuck with a female, so I had to, like, rewrite everything on the fly, and that only worked kind of well. So, you know, other excuses. But other than that, like, as far as writing goes, you had more punches than I did my first battle. You understood punches more than I did at that time. I don't think I truly understood punches until maybe my third battle. Like, I was punching against 430 Infamous, but I wasn't always sure when I was punching, to be honest. Like, I was writing, and sometimes I would just write obscene, crazy shit, and I'm like, that's a punch, right? And it's like, nah, that's just, you're gonna get a reaction, but it's more like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with John? And, like, that's a reaction. You can go for that sometimes, but it's not a punch. So, like, until I was facing Tut, I didn't really have a clean grasp on how punches really worked, or when punches were supposed to land, and how and like you can learn past that like sometimes you don't have to necessarily punch. You can just say something fucking honest and true, and if it's fucking like a deep enough truth or hard-hitting truth, like people will still be like, that's kind of a punch, but like not a written punch, just a like an actual life punch, you know, like Jesus. And that's a cool thing that you can go for eventually. But I'm high as shit, so I don't know how long I've been rambling, so I'm just gonna
I said, it's money on your head. My goon's excited now. Hey, Black, you a bitch. Put a gun on his blouse. Loud mouth ass nigga. Put a gun in his mouth. You see him talking too steamy? His glass is fogging now.
Okay, real quick. It's not the greatest, like, setup or punch. Alright, I'm not even gonna analyze the writing. That's just a funny line and a funny, like... I don't even know what I would do if someone started, like, breathing on my glasses on purpose. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, Jesus. It's fucking weird. But, like, it's... But plus the line, your glasses are foggy. Like, that's funny as fuck. And then, hey, Black, here's the thing you have to learn as well. Defense is a huge thing in battle rap. And I didn't really understand that for a while. I was like, why the fuck are you watching me? Like, watch the person who's rapping. But, like, how you act, people do actually care about. Here's the thing. You, like, wiping off your glasses. That is an actually phenomenal defense, because it's just like funny. It's like, okay, I guess I'll fucking clean my glasses now. like so like it is casual and it is fun, and I don't think you meant to do that like as a defense. I think that's just you being you, and it worked as like a defense. So yeah, like it's a cool thing, like to kind of respond to how they're doing. Anyway, I was trying to geek out and make it nerdy, but the whole saying of explaining a joke, you know, ruins it, so.
Let's go! Yeah, man!
It's the war words. Fuck you talking about? You done stepped in the flames. I'm a rapping furnace, pal. I should start charging cats for these bars and call them felines. Blew his brains on the red eye. That's the headline. Trying to catch your first L, boy? I'm the red line. Money bring a heart out of niggas. That's a real line. Hate comes in forms and shapes, so does my bullets now. Snakes been known to eat snakes, I let my dogs out. People get paid to be fake, they live for clout now. Gunpowder and dog food make them real mad. Shotgun shells in my food, I guess I'm real mad. Practice uppercuts in the pool when I'm real mad. Break the jawbone in this dude, he looking real sad. Ain't Black against Kingdagod. This nigga.
That was not really any punching going on, just some nice rapping. It was okay. It was okay, Kingdagod. It was okay.
Nigga got to be doping. You a crackhead. I'm a trap house. You got to be smoking. You look like Chris Rock because you got to be joking. Sit your stand up ass down.
I'm gonna do a video with Chris Rock. Not with Chris Rock, like I'm not having him over. But I'm about to talk about Chris Rock getting slapped the fuck out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that. That's just a fun coincidence. So, and the bar wasn't bad. You must be Chris Rock because you must be joking. It's okay. It's an okay bar, to be honest. You're just getting the points because I'm doing that video after this.
before your knees get broken. I should come across your shit, jumping off Kenny's sofa, take a piss in your bed and a shit in your toaster.
You heard my high-pitched laugh, and good. Okay, when I laugh, I have like 3 different laughs. Like the is a polite, I realized you were trying to joke laugh. A low pitch of like, oh, that's actually, I can't do it like on command because it's just like a guttural thing, like, oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And then there's like, if you say something like really obscene and out of nowhere, my voice goes to the pitch of like a fucking 12-year-old girl when I laugh. And, like, I just like, it's just like surprising, and it's like, that's fucking hilarious. And I'm sure you can hear that high-pitched fucking laugh and be like, oh, that's John's girly ass. If you say something hilarious, my voice just goes. But yeah, that's hilarious. And shit in your toaster. I'm gonna start saying this, like, in my daily life, bro. Like, I hope you know that, Kingdagod. You just gave me something that, like, I'm going to say to people. Like, if anyone ever annoys me in the slightest, I will just turn to them and say, I will shit in your toaster. Because that is the best fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry. It's still fucking funny. I'll shit in your toaster. Oh, fuck. That's hilarious.
Leave all the dairy out in the sink running over. Send out a major text telling folks to come over and throw a major party till the cars come post up. See, I love geometry. I fell in love with trig. I got a funny way with angles. I saucilate this bitch.
Okay.
Cause I ain't chasing shit. From the roof, you a goner. This beam perpendicular. On me, bending corners. He's sinking tip. You can roll if you wanna. Then your blood ain't gonna change. You gonna die like a stunner.
Talk to him.
It's actually fire. The fact that, like, he kneeled down, held the pose, and, like, basically explained it. That was actually fire. I think at first, like, because I was sitting, like, right over there, like, next to this battle. So when he kneeled down, like, he was, like, aiming right past my face, and I was like, oh, okay. And, like, he seemed so serious, I was like, I don't want to be in the way of that shot. I knew he wasn't holding a real gun. I just wanted to make sure. He was like, dude, I think he thinks there's a real gun in his hand right now. I don't want to be there when that goes off. No, like, it was like, you took the body language and, like, everything, like, you sold it all, and it was perfect for the lines and everything. It was super nice. You could have punched a little more at the end, just a little more punching, you know, at the end there. But other than that, fucking fire, you know, shit like that always works. Not always. Sometimes it's goofy as fuck, to be honest. Most time, I shouldn't have said always at all. In fact, you're taking a very big risk by doing shit like that, to be honest. It just worked out well that time. So, yeah, I mean, if you do shit like that and it works, it's actually fire. If you do shit like that and it doesn't work, it's goofball city, my friend. But, no, it worked, so good job. Just make sure it works every time you do that, though, because it doesn't always. But, yeah, I liked it.
Let's go.
That is a good place to end the round, too.
Bottom of round 2 is on 8 black.
Whoever matched us up for this battle.
I probably should have said before. I will say the first round did go to Kingdagod. So, let's see how the second goes. Or the second half of the second.
Well, let's tango. I do the cha-cha. Because I saved the last dance. I'm trying to save whoever say they won't smoke so they can't say they ain't at least have the chance. You put whoever in front of me and I'm taking niggas out like a cash advance. Brunch or a dinner date. Cause see, after this meal, I'ma have room for seconds on my dinner plate. Hey, Black in a different league with it. See, they ain't know that I've been an eighth. And since this my first go around with this battle rap shit, let me get comfortable so I can demonstrate. See, niggas' careers I'll obliterate. My bars is bisexual. Men or women can get it, nigga. I don't discriminate. I'm sure that was understood, so I should not have to reiterate. This A Black versus Kingdagod, nigga, that's like a Mack truck hit a Chevy on the interstate. Oh my God, somebody call the paramedics. I split them in half. My man's gonna need a pair of medics. My bars are authentic shit. Other rappers, they're synthetic. There, I said it. Think I was talking about one of y'all? Hell yeah, I meant it. So don't forget it. You want a battle, we can meet in a mutual or open setting.
Okay, let's get it.
Round 3, let's go.
Top of the third. So eight.
Yeah, alright. There were punches. Kind of the same complaint as before. Not the most creative punches, not the most like you. But again, it's still hard. Like, I wanna... Nah, fuck you. Get better, bro. Write more original shit. Other than that, you're actually doing really good for your first battle. And I can't really tell you too much on that. The poise, the confidence, the comfortable, like, the nervousness never goes away, but the comfortability does come around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still get nervous, but I'm comfortable in those nerves now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still get that, like, jitter. My knees still get a bit like, are we about to fight or something? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, my body goes into, like, that fucking nervous state. Like, I'm about to fight somebody. And, like, it's weird, dude. Those nerves don't fucking really ever go away from what I know. Maybe they do after, like, 10 years or some shit. I've been doing it, like, 3, but I don't battle as often as other people. So, maybe they will. Even Reckless Wordplay said there, like, he still gets, like, those nerves, but, like, you get confidence and you get comfortable in those nerves. You know what I'm saying? And, like, now I'm at the point where when those nerves get, like, kick in, I'm, like, kind of excited. Because I know, like, these nerves help me, like, put on this performance. And, like, I've learned how to hone them and, like, make the nerves not what's the word I'm looking for? Hinder the performance as much as, like, the nerves I use to, like, actually make me more energetic, more in the moment and shit. And, like, it comes. Like, the poise, the confidence, the comfortability, you'll gain that the more you battle. Write longer rounds, and then again, writing for yourself. You know how to punch, just kinda every time you write something, take a couple steps back from it and say, have I ever heard anyone say this before? Or do I think anyone's ever said it before? And if the answer is yes, then you have to ask, is this better than, or at least original enough to be different than how anyone else would have wrote it? Because again, there's fuck ton of fucking battlers. We're gonna write something that's not the most original eventually. And then from there you start learning how you talk and how you can do things, and like what sounds right and weird when you rap it. Like, there's certain phrases I can say in conversation, but like once I start writing, I'm like, that doesn't match my rap voice. That doesn't rap well with me. You know what I'm saying? So like, you learn, and the punches do get better that way. Other than that, like, yeah, again, great first battle.
Kingdagod.
The second round was Kingdagod, so.
Jason's machete, Michael's knife, pick one. Alias acid. The tension is rising, I feel something. The lights getting dim, they shrieking and squeal, kill something. He look scared, fight or flight, choose one. He look dead, I'm unfed, eat something, integrity. You must don't read well.
Nigga, I like
Damn, you free to see the sign out front, they say don't feed bears. Nigga, I'm God tell.
Okay. I was there. I didn't see that sign, but okay.
I created this atmosphere. You figured you got me here? Let me make some shit clear. Hey, Black, you a plague. The worst of all kind. I'll make you a legend. Pumping this Glock 9.
Real quick, that like head roll, look at him thing. I don't think I can even do it, but I don't have that good control over my head. That sounded way too sus. Please don't take that out of context. Anyway, no, you gave him like a super funny look. We're just gonna walk past that. You gave him like a super funny look, and if you just held that look for like a couple seconds, it would have actually been a punch in itself. I don't know why, but I just wish you like gave it a second and looked at him like that. Just give him that dirty look. It was funny. But anyway.
I'm the Undertaker. I do it for mankind. This slug of vaccine, I'm curing you one time. Okay. You ain't old man Logan. You ain't made of adamantium. But hot bars bring pain to this battle because I'm spit adamantium. Heavy as the head that wear the crown, my boy. Sent 3,600 grains to his crown, my boy. Rearrange the whole man one time, my boy. See it from my perspective. Astral projection. Swayze. We're willing to play this crazy. Doing 360, shooting like one that missing women and babies. He like, maybe. No, nigga, I'm just that accurate. I catch you, then bow, back to nap again. So pussy, what's happening?
That was nice.
And I ain't talking on strange occurrence, because your soul would lift like it was a biblical occurrence. See, lately, my thinking that accid's been lonely. My tune got clipped and it looked like a movie. I'm not good with my anger, so homie, don't do it. I be thinking about killing a lot, I just don't pursue it. I got niggas who with it that live in your city. Keep tapping for clout, I'ma make you look silly. I'ma fuck up a Dutch while I run up a Philly, while fucking a bitch when it lives to the city. King.
Alright, like, that was probably his worst round of the three. It wasn't bad. There were some decent punches, some, you know, good rapping in there. Other than that, like, the second round had the shit in the toaster and the kneeling and the gun pointing thing, which was super fire. Then the first round, I think he just outpoised him. Here you go, eh? You might get around here. I don't remember.
Bottom of the third. So A Black.
Smack that.
Give him a little time.
Smack that.
Give him a little time, do his thing.
Taking no time. Just let me fuck you up, man. Where you get this shit from?
Bottom of the third, so A Black, let's get it.
Oh me, oh my. I'm lit and I'm up too. Rounds from the trade pound, I guess. This what it's come to, a Black versus Kingdagod. Best believe that I'm scorching shit. You bust shots? Bah. I do the Matrix, nigga. This Mr. Smith versus Morpheus now.
That was okay. Morpheus isn't the one who did it. It was Neo. So, you know, kind of points off on that. But other than that, no, it's not a bad line. The thing is with references, you kind of gotta do them correctly. I mean, Morpheus rhymed, and you could have done something with the Matrix. Trying to think how, like, but Morpheus didn't dodge the bullets like that, bro. You gotta get that shit correct. I mean, it's not like a huge thing, but it is kind of like you would have got way more points if like the reference was a little more like correct to the reference, you know. Other than that, though,
I stand 6'3", pimp, that's tall as the Eiffel. I swear you'll think I'm Larry on how I make this gangster my disciple. I'm psycho. If he the best, I'm coming for the title. War words? Okay, Will, this one's about to go viral. Touchdown. We throwing spirals. A king stepping on the dark side. Hey man, don't you know that's suicidal? I mean, a king stepping on the dark side. I mean, check it out. You defeating the darkness, Lion King. Richard III of England died in battle. They left him Lion King.
that's
Round
nice.
3, worse than 1 and 2. I wish you was on this side of things, because this is where Mufasa me Scar in the valley, and they left them Lion King. I'm done.
That was nice. That's nice. Right there. Okay. That's probably one of the most original bars you've said so far. And the setup and the wordplay and everything about it, really nice. Focus on what you did there and do that as much as you can. Fill every round with that. And you're gonna think like, like you're telling me to write my best shit all the time. Yeah. Essentially, that's what you need to do. Battle rap, dude. That's what you gotta do. You gotta take the best fucking line from your last fucking battle and try to do that consistently. And then that's how you get better, dude. You might not necessarily get that on the next battle. It might take a battle or two, but that's what you gotta take your best fucking material and analyze the shit out of it. Really look, like, what did I do right here? Why did this work? Why is this, like, exceptionally nice in comparison to the rest? Because, like, I'll definitely say it, like, in my Tut battle, like, I had, what was the fucking line? Me, I'm a dumb drum bump and a gun hum, who's dumb once I dump one. My kind of fight or flight is you catch a fade or I'm gonna run one. Like, that was my best bar in there, and I don't even think that's, like, my best bar to date, but, like, I took that, and then when I faced, I believe, Ice was next, you can see, like, a lot of that bar is what I was aiming for in a lot of my lines. Like, that kind of energy, that kind of idea behind the bar. And then from there, you start just learning more and more about how to rap in your own style, and you start, you know, making your own kind of identity as a rapper. Like, plenty of people have identity outside of the fucking ring, and that carries them to some places, but identity in the ring is very important. Like, you have to rap like yourself. You have to sound like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to rap as, like, a, I'm fucking awful at words right now. I'm not gonna smoke before my next video. I'm definitely going to. I am not gonna watch Chris Rock get slapped without weed. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was saying. Pretend that I said something really fucking smart. And yeah. Other than that, I do think Oh, there might be more. Oh, yeah. I'm all over. But, yeah, take your best fucking bar and try to top that every time. And then, yeah, what I said before, if it doesn't sound overly original, if it's not like something that you would be like, holy shit, that's phenomenal, like, throw it out. Don't be afraid to throw out bars, bro. And that's one thing I'll actually suggest more people should do one-rounders, especially for their first battle. And the reason I love one-rounders is because you're getting all my best shit. 4 minutes of the best shit I wrote. Not, 3 minutes of okay and a couple good bars. 3 minutes of okay and a couple good bars. No, I like having just one solid fucking thing where I don't have to worry about throwing shit out. Where if I write something like that I'm not like overly proud of, I can just be like, fuck that. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna fucking, go to a level below where I'm at, just to fill time. And that's a huge thing. Like, I think a lot more people would actually do a lot better if they had that, like, mentality about how many rounds they do and blah, blah, blah. Other than that, though, yeah, keep doing that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Yeah, A Black definitely got the third. Kingdagod got the first two. Kingdagod's second was really nice. I'm so happy I have the words "I'm going to shit in your toaster" locked into my arsenal now. So yeah, Kingdagod technically won, and well, not technically, he won. A Black, for your first battle, like, even though you lost, like, do not take that as a loss. Like, that's, as a first battle, that's a win, no matter how it went. Like, you didn't fucking stutter, like I am right now. You didn't stumble, you didn't, like, fuck up at all. You did really fucking well, and you know how to punch, and you have, like, a general idea of, how to battle, essentially, because it is more than just rapping, as I said. Good job to both of you. That was a fun battle. A Black, I am definitely interested in seeing where you go from here. I'm not gonna pretend like my advice is like the way to greatness or anything. I'm just a fucking battle rap geek who enjoys watching it and saying what I would like to see and how I think, other rookies can improve upon themselves. Because we all have shit to improve on. I do. We all do. And I like seeing battle rappers pursue being the best battle rapper possible. There's a lot of people who come into battle rap thinking it's just an easy way to get fans, and they're very fucking annoying. And I like to be like, hey, no, let's write really well. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make this art worth what it is. Fuck you. Goodbye.